We're going. And we are live. Hello, everybody. Ticker's here because Tim's in DC, so he's asked me to stand in. So we have Cherish Time Watches. Thank you. We have OC coming in. Hello, OC. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Good to be with you this evening.
Hey, Thank you very much, sir. Tim's living it up in DC, isn't he? Coming in. Hello, OC. Hello. Joining us, sir. I'm thinking about what we're going to discuss at the moment, OC, and Monochrome's got something in the collector's corner, the Omega Seamaster Professional 300, the birth of Omega's dive icon. Sounds like a good way to start, doesn't it? So let's just grab the screen and have a look. Anyone's got any subjects anywhere they want to discuss? Watch related, of course. Please throw it in the chat with the appropriate super chat. And we will see what we can do as regards of discussing them. Not like doing marriage counselling or anything like that. It's strictly watches, with a bit of spice added in, I am sure.
I know it's apropos. OC's got his Omega on today. Rub strap.
Oh, geez, he's got it over things.
Yeah, yes. Look, great pick. Great shot.
Why we didn't even? Yeah, I was. Yeah, we didn't. OC certainly didn't know what we're discussing, and he's got his Omega on.
Yeah,
look at this baby here.
Pure luck. Pure luck.
Pure luck. Well, there you go. You know what? I fucking love this watch, you know. It really probably has to be my next luxury watch, one of these. Not necessarily new one either, because I do prefer the date there rather than 6 o'clock. I don't know. What's your feeling on the... What year's your Omega then, OC? Let's have a quick look again. Sorry. I'll just bang you. Hold on. Watch Brian's coming in, and we've got Palm coming in. Let's just throw them in, and then we'll have a look.
Okay.
Hang on. Right, after stream. There we go. Hi guys. Sorry, I'm big full screen here now. Let's have a look at this baby.
OC.
Oh yes, it's nice.
Yeah, the white dial.
White dial. Love it. Yes, that is an absolute beauty. I'm an Omega fan.
And that red line Seamaster is what pops as well on top of that. It's part of the whole makeup.
Yes, I love that.
Cover your face. Cover your face.
That's better. Teasing me with a fucking Omega. That's beautiful. Look at that. In your fucking face. I could eat that. Thank you very much, OC. Hello, Palm. How are you, sir? You've had a shit day, haven't you?
I'm sad. Yes.
So let me tell you, people who weren't on the stream last night on Tickers, we were discussing. We ended up. I don't know how we got on the subject, but
it was the after show actually. It was me, you, and Wizard. Actually, it wasn't even.
Was it the after show? Oh, sorry, my apologies. On the after show last night, Night Wristwatchman talked about Shane Ward, who is a very, very famous cricketer, and fuck me dead. Today he died at 52. That's Sean Ward, not Night Wristwatchman. He's in from others. Yeah,
I'm still here.
Yeah. Shane Ward died in 52 of a heart attack.
Wow.
And we discussed him so I'm fucking scared of talking about any of my fucking heroes now because in case something happens, you know.
It's scary.
I mean,
it happened before earlier on, end of last year. Marvin Hagler, another. If you're an '80s boxing fan, you'd.
I remember knows him.
Yeah, another hero of mine, Mr. Invincible, and he died from breathing problems and stuff. I mean, which later on in life, wasn't even that old. And Shane Warne, 52, which is like only about a year older than me.
Nothing. Scary. That's 3 years younger than me. Yeah.
Crazy.
Tim mentioned yesterday about John Mayer, who is a great guitarist. I love him as a guitarist. I just had to check today, make sure he's still alive, you know. Tim mentioned him yesterday, you know.
Yeah, we better check the other guys we were talking about. We better check on, what's his name? Steven Seagal, because
Steven Seagal, Steven Dick Seagal, Bruce Lee, Danny and the Santo,
Bruce is
martial artists. We had a good old discussion on martial artists.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, Jackie Chan,
French
guy Olivier, some guy. Remember from
Livy Grunet, all of them. Let's just chat.
Anyway, back to the point. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Watch Brian. How are you, sir? You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm having. I grabbed myself a brew. I've ordered my tea and tickers cup, but
the posh one, the posh one. All right, excellent.
Yeah, the limited edition Tiffany
Fucking
blue.
hell, I thought they were using that. Yeah, I saw them. I got sideswiped a bit yesterday. I didn't know they were happening. But I'm glad they are limited edition because I've already ordered my new cups. They're not exactly like that. That's a dirty one anyhow. So they've got the clock symbol on one side, and they've got settle down ... on the other side. The new Tea and Tuckers. That's the new Tea and Tuckers cups. I ordered them actually at 1:10 this morning. after we got out the after show, I just went and ordered them. So they should be on the way. So people, I'll be touting me cups.
Put your orders in, people. Put your orders in for a Tea and Tickers cup.
Yeah, I'll be sorting them out. I haven't worked out shipping for America. I've got to work out how much it costs to ship to the USA. I've absolutely no idea. I have, in my 54 years of existence, I don't think I've ever shipped anything to the USA. I've got things from the USA, but never shipped anything.
I believe the postal rate that you will find is called "Fuck Me Dead."
Can you send them over with someone from the London show heading towards the US, and they could review it for you?
Maybe, and then you can sell them from there. I don't know. I'll have to sort something out. I know. Don't make me spit my coffee out. I just nearly did that. My tea, sorry, by saying. Yeah.
Tea? Coffee?
Yeah. Tea, yeah, no, sorry, yeah, tea.
Oh, one big falsehood. It's all a lie.
No, believe me, it's
look.
Yorkshire tea. It's fucking proper strong Yorkshire tea.
Proper tea.
Right, before we discuss the gorgeous Seamaster here, I'm just going to go through the comments. So, usual Mathis, TNT, FXD. I think we got that last night as well. Yes, I think you just put FMD on the end of it. TNT, FXD, FMD, and FTW. Fuck the world. Right. Okay. Evening Motivator. Looking forward to this. Have a great one, TNT. Thank you very much. I wouldn't be able to do it with my esteemed panel. I was shitting it about a minute before Cherish Watch Time came in and then OC came in. Oh God, I'm winging it alone here. I would have had to crack a guitar.
You've got the skills, because don't worry about that. You got the skills.
Yeah.
I would have had to grab a fucking guitar or something, wouldn't I? Jesus Christ.
Once you're done with that, we have a super chat, by the way. Once you're done with that, with
Rolly Mate, thank you. Yeah. We've got a super chat already. Okay, thank you very much. Is it my mate? No, it's not. Oh, T Shitters.
No, one of your mates. One of your mates. Yeah.
Hi T, how you doing? Happy Viking Friday, Fukaroonies. Grab it. A cup of brew. Grab yourself a cup of brew. That really is.
I love it.
Don't believe he
nice.
made it to a cup, didn't it? Jesus. Matt H, high tier tickets voted. Thank you. Upvote from Timepiece Bob. Always thank you. Let's go. So Timepiece Bob. Okie doke. Me too. Upvote. Yep. Norfolk guy. Evening tickers and panel. Evening Norfolk guy. What did he call it, Tim, the other day? Norfolk. He called it something. Norfolk.
Norfolk. He get it completely wrong. Norfolk. I mean, he wouldn't even say Norfolk. I think that's too vicious to say that.
Okay, so what do you think about the blue bezel, blue dial SMP 300 OC?
Well, I think it is fantastic. And I typed a comment response already. I think you can't go wrong with the white, the black, or the blue Seamaster. The gray one is a little bit iffy for me. I don't know about that silver gray dial. I think that one's the weakest of the bunch, but I don't think there's any way to go wrong with the blue, white, or black. Love to hear everybody else's thoughts on that.
I agree with you completely.
Yes, definitely. Big
the gray's a bit weird, yeah. But I have a question for you, for the panel, and OC, maybe because he's our prime now for the SMP 300. Can you have two in your collection? Could you have a white and a blue James, the James Bond blue? Or was that can I answer that for you?
Can you have more than one Rolex in your collection?
Oh God,
Off
they're
the
not,
same
not the same.
watch though. Off the same watch.
Sure, Coke, Pepsi.
Right, the root beer.
Oh, those are different.
Yeah, it's like having it's like having a white Stratocaster and a fucking brown Stratocaster. Same guitars.
Okay.
Yes.
I would love to have the white and the black in my collection. That would be pretty awesome. I think change them out.
I think
the reason I ask is
way too much overlap.
I have the white. I have the white and the blue. I've always thought I can't have a blue in my collection. It wouldn't make any sense. But that's the original Piers Brosnan. Being a Bond fan, that's one.
Yeah,
it was a tough call, but the blue's more. The white is more beautiful. The blue is more classic. So. Okay.
The one in front of me is the Viking one. That one with the date at that one. That I love that.
Yeah.
Do one of
them.
Yes.
Original.
Just like that.
Tickers, there's a sexy guy knocking on the back door there.
Oh, let's have a hello, Mr. Sexy. Mr. Sexy, hello.
What's going on, boys? I thought I'd just quickly pop in and say hello.
Hello, JHQ. How are you?
Hello, I'm not the sexy guy, but I had to come on when Mr. Sexy is here.
JHQ, I just have to give you a huge shout out. Miss you, man.
Miss you too, OC. And of course all the others. So
no, you don't care about them.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Night Watchman is one of my favorites. The other two guys I don't really know by name. But I've seen the guy below you, OC, before. But yeah, so maybe T and Tickers can introduce us.
Right, let's just stop sharing the screen so we can see everybody. Okay, here we go.
This is Brian right here. Brian is
Brian.
Yep.
I have over 11,000 watches according to Tim.
Yeah.
He's my voiceover man. Brian's my voiceover man.
Yeah, you started when I left, so yes, I know that.
I have my own. I have my own voiceover man.
Okay.
We're professional here.
Those were big shoes, Jonathan. Big shoes to fill.
And we have Cherish Watch Time up in the middle, squashed between me and OC.
Nice to meet you.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
This is the famous JHQ.
Nice to meet you.
JQH even. JQH. We'll have one of them as well.
This is part of the breaking of the ice. Maybe you'll make a few occasional return appearances.
Don't push it too far.
I doubt that'll be happening. I doubt that'll be happening when somebody else is sitting in the seat and not me.
No.
We had Swiss on your show, Tickers.
We did. We had. Yes, we did, and we had Tim at the same time, and they didn't clash, so that was all right.
Yeah.
I don't know what I miss more: your incredible watch knowledge or your fantastic accent, JHQ. I really don't know how to choose between one or the other. It's just both is a perfect match.
Wait, are you blowing smoke up on my ass?
No, Brian is the one blowing smoke.
I have to agree with OC, Jonathan. You could be a negotiator. You could talk anyone off the edge of a building, anything. You just with that accent.
The only thing missing. Yeah, I'd say the only thing missing from the John and Swiss show is like a feisty, spicy American character to add a third opinion occasionally. I don't know who that might be, but someone like that.
Yes, the most English American that we know.
You know, OC, the problem is Mr. GMT, Swiss, and myself, we're trying to keep the cash and the chicks for ourselves. So there is no
Yeah, because I would demand 75%.
Yeah.
Demand 75%.
Yeah. Okay. Original Joe's right. Can't go wrong with the black. Yes, there we go. He just said that.
The silver one is just a little bit too. It's shiny. You know, the blue one looks good in that gloss blue. The black looks amazing, like a black lacquer. But for some reason, the silver one looks like silver plastic. It just doesn't.
It's the legibility as well, I think, right? Would you agree, OC? Legibility is kind of a bit too dull.
No, it's more about how the top of the dial reacts with the ceramic cutouts of the waves. I think for me, and
So someone just said that they don't. I think it's Rolex said that he doesn't like the band on that watch. I presume that watch has been the one I was showing.
A lot of people do not like it.
I love the band on this watch.
It's a controversial bracelet on all
I
iterations.
fucking love it. I love it better than the new one. I love this band better than the new band. It's not as adjustable. It's as cranky as fuck from what I've heard and can fall to pieces if you don't get a good one. But the style-wise, I love the style of it.
Well, one has to keep in mind the historical context, because this watch came out in the 1980s.
Mm-hmm.
And in the 1980s, the competitors, just like Rolex, had those tin clasp made bracelets. And basically what Omega did back then was a true game changer. The problem was that those incredibly beautiful and comfortable links have been held together with a friction pin construction, and the friction pin was prone to wear off, particularly if you didn't keep your bracelet clean. The first generation of those clasps with those double pushers also had issues in remaining really closed. So Omega had.
Sorry about this. Carry on, Jonathan. Sorry.
Yeah, Omega had a lot of things to do to improve this. What is also significant is the James Bond connection that you mentioned already, and a guy called Jean-Claude Biver was supposedly responsible for this marketing coup. Brought a lot of millions for the James Bond franchise. Supposedly a lot of more millions to Omega, because basically that lifted their sports models into a totally different level in terms of sales.
Well, is it true that their sales weren't going so well at the time?
The sales were horrible. Back in the 80s, Omega had lost track totally, and this brand new watch was really a game changer, technology wise and sales wise. So some could argue that the watch was good enough even without the Bond franchise. I would say it made it very popular right from the start. And if you keep in mind how long, for example, the Overseas took to take off, or the Royal Oak, I would argue that the Bond franchise really helped this watch a lot.
Yeah, it says also the most famous Bond watch to date. It says there. Yeah.
Yep.
I would say.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. We're going to have a Bond. We are going to have on.
It's not.
We're going to have a James Bond special at some point on there.
Listen.
My show.
It's not.
What?
You don't know.
What is then?
It's not.
What is then?
It's a Submariner.
What is then?
Yeah, of course, it's a Submariner.
Are you serious?
So Tickets, it's quite easy. Ian Fleming said Rolex. Sean Connery wore Rolex. Roger Moore wore Rolex. George Lazenby wore Rolex. Everybody said Rolex. Just the money said Omega. So,
why do they say almost the most famous?
Unfortunately, Timothy Dalton wore Rolex as well.
So why do they say?
Listen, this is a marketing scheme.
Timothy Dalton.
Are you serious? What the hell? Are you gonna believe everything you read?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
again, going back to how this ticker. Sorry, just one
Answer
second.
me a question. How many Rolexes versus how many Omegas? So how many Rolexes altogether were worn by Bond?
Yeah, but that is a lame comparison, TNT.
No, I don't think.
Because
let me finish. I disagree.
Listen,
if it's 27 Bonds, if it's 27 Bonds and more than half of them wore Omega, then Omega.
Yes, and why is that? Because Omega paid for more than half.
A lot of money. A lot of money.
Why does it matter? What? It doesn't matter the circumstances. It's what happened. Fuck the circumstances.
Yes, but
he wore an Omega more times than he wore a Rolex.
Can I tell you something? Rolex didn't pay a cent. You know that? Rolex did not pay
give a
1
shit
cent.
with him. I don't care. It's the fact he wore more
It's a
Omegas
fact.
than he wore
It's a
Rolexes.
fact. Stop being in denial. It's a fact. All right, just get over it.
See, the thing.
Get over it.
Here's my 2 cents on that particular subject. So the Submariners that Sean Connery wore, did they do anything special? Like, did they have any special superpowers, or he just wore them?
He just wore them.
He just wore them. Okay,
with...
so that's one thing. The Omegas that were in later franchises, in the Pierce Brosnan and the.
Wait a minute. Let's back the truck up a minute.
Hold on. Wait, can I finish?
One of the
finish,
Rolexes had a bezel that actually cut rope. So
cutter.
Okay.
That was Roger Moore. That was a Roger Moore one, right?
Yes, Livernet guy was it?
Wait, the Roger. So listen, the Roger Moore ones. If you actually remember, an overwhelming majority of the Bond films starring Roger Moore, he had a Seiko. Okay, so yes. Seiko had probably 5 of the biggest Bond movies. From Spy Who Loved Me all the way through to Moonraker and Octopussy. Those were all Seiko watches, and arguably, you could make an argument that Seiko is probably the best known Bond watch because he was doing all kinds of cool stuff with the LCD crystal. It was new technology at the time. It was the square watch. So, if you want to have a battle, it has to be a 3-way battle royal. It can't be.
I love threesomes, by the way. Just putting it out there. I love threesomes. Just putting it out there.
You know what, OC? I didn't know you were such a Bond fan, OC.
No,
I'm a Bond fan, but
no, I didn't know OC was a big Bond fan. He sounded like he is.
Do a little bit of research, and you'll see that Seiko actually has a pretty good claim to be the.
That's only because of the Quartz crisis. You know that, right?
Right, but hey, that's what was going on in the late '70s. And then I think
Seiko,
the Pierce Brosnan and Timothy Dalton ones with the Seamaster, he was actually doing cool shit like lasers and cutting.
No. Now you're wrong. So Timothy Dalton didn't have an Omega. That started with Pierce Brosnan.
Okay. So Pierce.
Yeah. So,
okay. What did Timothy Dalton have?
Timothy Dalton had a Rolex and Tag Heuer. The black.
Okay. Right. Did he have a Breitling? At all?
No.
Somebody's asking whether the one in this picture is the Quartz one. How can you tell what is something written on the dial as Quartz one or something?
Yes. No. The chronometer is the automatic.
The chronometer is the automatic, right? Yes. Someone's asking whether it wasn't.
To be honest, the one that I would want would be the GoldenEye one, the Quartz one. That's the one I'll probably.
Would you? Why? Why a Quartz one?
Well, because that was the original. First ever Omega that was actually shown in the actual movies.
Now, out of the next one, out of the
that's just me. We don't all have to do what Mr.
GNT does.
Mr. GNT just does what he wants to do. You don't have to do it.
Of course he does, yeah.
So, Tianticus, you remember we had that conversation, the automatic or the Quartz one?
We did, yes, that's right. We certainly did.
And real quick, Jonathan, the issue that you mentioned with the clasp, this is actually a 2020 watch. Mm-hmm. And I bought it. It has both the steel bracelet and the rubber bracelet.
Can I just say something? Just that watch is gorgeous, man. Congrats. Is that your watch?
Yeah, it's mine.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love it.
And I had it on the steel bracelet when I initially got it, and I pressed those double pushers in. And maybe the second time I was wearing it, I pressed the double pushers in, and it got locked with it on the wrist, and you couldn't take the watch off.
Oh, no.
Okay, sounds familiar.
Luckily, I was wearing the watch. I was wearing the watch loose enough where I could actually get it off, but it was almost impossible. I took it to the Rolex boutique in New York, and initially they wanted. It was a brand new watch. They wanted $365 to replace the clasp.
What?
Absolutely, yeah. And I had a very bad experience with the Omega service people on the second floor in New York. I went back downstairs and they asked me how my experience was, and I told them that I was disappointed that they wanted to charge me, $365 to replace the clasp on a brand new watch. The boutique manager or the assistant manager, his name is Andy, said, "That's ridiculous." He said, "Hand me the watch." He went to the back, had them put a brand new clasp on it, and gave it back to me free of charge.
How did you get the watch off your wrist when it was blocked?
It's just so happened I was wearing it super loose because I hadn't had the bracelet size at the time. I was just wearing it when I had just gotten it, and it was really not a fun experience to
I like it nice and tight. I like it nice and tight.
I've heard that about you. Now, somebody was asking in the chat about whether the one was quartz or not. So this is the quartz one, which says Seamaster Professional 300 there. I'll just get rid of that if I can, and then the
base and bezels. Dude, let's look at the base and bezels. See, follow Mr. GMT's lead if you want to be sexy. See that?
Chronometer on it. So the ones that have got chronometer on are the ones that is the automatic. For anybody who wants educating, there you go.
And I agree with the comment. The comment earlier is about the bracelet not being super loved, and I understand Jonathan's point about this is the iconic look of it, but it doesn't. In modern standards, it doesn't taper like the new 3861 Speedmaster bracelet does. So it's that same thickness all the way, that same 20 millimeters or whatever that is, all the way through to the clasp. And so some people just don't like that particular aesthetic of the bracelet being the same width all the way around. And I kind of agree with that. Also, the 5-link design is a little bit busy too on this particular one.
I like René de la Pense comment here. Tickers, Mr. Higgins is a real Bond expert. He married at least four Bond girls.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Why do people like lying about you?
Yes, I'm glad that
the new Chuck Norris, Jonathan. Are you the new Chuck Norris? Where you could
not really. T and Tickers, can you pull up that link that I posted in the private chat? I'm not a moderator anymore, so I can't.
And by the way, if you have 7 people on the panel, and 3 or 4 different opinions about what the best Bond watch is, wait until you get a discussion about who your favorite Bond girl is.
Oh, yes.
You'll easily get 7 different opinions on that subject.
Look, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not fussy, man. I'll take any of them.
Mr. GMT, when are you going to be finished in the bathroom there?
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Can you hear my cuckoo clock?
Yeah.
Right, we're trying to the.
We're just waiting for the bird sitting on his head.
Listen, I'm trying to do it. Listen, I didn't want to make an announcement that I'm on the toilet, but since you brought it up, yeah, I'm on the toilet.
Right. So this is no, that's not it. Where was it?
No, that's not the link that I posted.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. O'Sheen's Rebel Stream.
I need to support.
By the way, I got lasered yesterday.
No, still going to O'Sheen. Come on, right. I need to pause this.
Yeah.
There we are. Look at that. Do you want to explain the story about that, Jonathan?
Yes. So I'm a massive James Bond.
As much as I think this is like an abomination, I think it's pretty cool. Keep going, Jonathan.
It is not an abomination. It's a genuine
abomination. Say it right. You can't even get the word out right. Man.
Yeah, I can't get it right because it's so stupid, and your claim is stupid as well.
So explain the. Hold on, we might have to just go with super chat. Sorry for Maldives super chat $8.99. Like the Bond chat while we have a JQH3 on. I would like his opinions on Yusuke.
What?
Go on,
what is that?
Sekiguchi.
I have to do a Bobby Google. Does anybody know that watch? Right.
No.
Here on the panel?
No, I'm sure we can find out.
Let me see.
But you know it, right?
No, I don't know.
Oh, you don't?
Honestly, no.
I don't. Okay, let's just see if we can find it then. Just carry on talking about that watch. What why I find this Suzuki. Just carry on telling the viewers.
Yeah, keep going on about your abomination. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, about the abomination. We want to hear about that.
So this particular watch that you see here, it's featured on my YouTube channel. This is basically from The World Is Not Enough, and you can see the function on this watch. So there are 2 shining LED rings that serve as a torch and an airbag And Omega issued a couple of watches for decoration purposes. So back in the day, you could see those dummy watches in the windows together with the real ones. And I managed to get one of those. What is really interesting is it's a true Omega case, true Omega dial, hands, everything there, genuine bracelet. Doesn't have a movement. There is an electronics inside. This is totally from the factory, made from the factory. Some little holes drilled into the dial, and there you have an amazing decoration piece.
So do you still have this piece? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah, I have it. If you watch at the bottom, you can even see the little string, the little cable going here on the.
Yeah. Oh, so it's
left.
not done by it's not done by battery. You got to plug it into.
No. You have a power plug, so you plug it in.
Oh, okay.
And the sad part about that is I have James Bond room in the basement, and I have some cases there, and I had two of those watches decorated. So when I turned on the lights, the watches started lighting up. Unfortunately,
I take my comment back. I take it back.
Can you press play so we can see it in action?
Yeah, it's only 3 seconds. Unfortunately,
it's literally 2 seconds. So
yeah, that's all it takes for Jonathan.
Yeah, I want to see. Oh, that is incredible.
That's cool. That's cool,
awesome.
man.
You can press the replay button, T and Tickers. On the left bottom corner, there's a replay button.
Yeah, I know. Just
So basically, what you're saying is Rolex has stolen Omega's bit by making all these display-only watches.
Yes.
Now, because Omega was doing this years ago.
Could you imagine the fervor if the exhibition watches had electronics in them? So, like, do designs, replace the loom plots with LEDs, and they did little designs and they flashed in the window? People would go fucking ape shit for those.
So I found this watch. So let me just bring up the thank you explaining that, Jonathan. Let me just bring up. Let's hide the current comment, and then let's bring the
that Yosuke Sekiguchi.
Yeah, we're on the way with it, matey. Yeah.
And Jonathan, because I'm nosy, how did you get that display version of the Omega Watch?
I know people at bad places. So
he knows people that knows people that knows people. Don't you know this?
Yes.
Was it on the Reaper bun?
No.
Oh,
No.
Not that bad of a place.
I'm longer known as a James Bond fan than I'm known as a watch nut. And I have very good friends in the Bond community. And basically, one of my friends got me one. In total, I had 4. But 2 have been stolen during a burglary. I had burglars in my house, and unfortunately, they cut off the cables of the dummy watches. They also stole a true Omega, but they stole 2 of the dummies by cutting off the cables, which is really sad because they are lost, obviously.
Sorry.
And those display pieces are much more valuable and much more expensive among collectors than the normal watches because they're just outstanding.
So tell us, so someone asked about these watches. I'm not a fan of the blue indices and the blue subdial, but the one on the left looks kind of conservative and reasonable, but who knows anything about these?
I must pass from what I see is it is an enamel dial.
It looks like an enamel dial.
Yeah, I get strong Laurent Ferrier vibes from it.
I prefer the blue. I prefer the blue one. I prefer this one than that one. That's my personal choice. That one.
So what would bring these watches up? Just out of curiosity, what's the reason?
Because we had a question from Maldives.
Super chat from Maldives asking Jonathan what he thought of them. He just said, ask Jonathan what he thought of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think of them?
So
stainless steel on the left, rose gold on the right.
So can you scroll down a little bit because we can see
find
the
out
movement.
something about them.
The movement on this particular watch. Scroll down a little bit more. It looks like a base of a pocket watch.
Ooh, let's just have a look. That's nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's beautiful. I had the Seiko Presage Shippo for quite a while before I let it go. Beautiful dial.
So anyone recognize the movement?
Go further down. Yeah, here. That is the finished movement by him. So he did basically a lot of work on that base movement, which is shown on the top a little bit. And well, it's high end. It's high end pricing. I like it. I wouldn't be super crazy in getting it, to be honest, because it is a very conventional traditional design. But from what I can see from the movement finish, it's worth its price.
What is the price? I can't see.
I'm looking down to see what the price is now.
50,000 around.
Yeah, forget it.
Wow.
Why can't you see? Do you need glasses or something?
I got thrown outside. I'm on my mobile.
There we go. Anyone? Okay. So anyone know what these prices? Anyone recognize these prices?
That's 56,000 Swiss francs.
56,000 francs. So it's around 50,000 euros or 60,000 US dollars.
Too much.
Not cheap. Not cheap.
I love Maldives. I'm sorry, I have to pass. So please ask me easier questions. I'm just warming up here. So.
Well, none of us knew. None of us were familiar with this watch.
No.
Okay, fair enough. Right. So let's go back, see what we've got.
If you really want to create some division and controversy, they're also on monochrome. They showed some new Frederick Constant models, and I know there's some general displeasure for that particular brand, but I thought let's give it a fair shot. Let's take a look at the watches and see if they, see what the panel thinks.
Okay.
Right. Okay, doke. Let's go and have a look.
Oh, I'm just seeing this watch that was mentioned has a bi-metal balance, which is very unique among modern watches. So that is one of my new loves. Tianticus, can you go back, maybe? Sorry, RC, for distracting.
No.
Right. Where do you want me to go?
To those Sekiguchi watches.
Oh, you still haven't finished with them? Okay, hang on then.
Yeah, sorry.
No problem. It's all right, no worries. But where are we with it now? Hang on, Chrome tab. There we are.
Can I just say a quick hello to Dodgers, my sexy friend? How you going?
Right. Okay. Where do you want to go on the particular one? Then?
There is a close-up shot of the movement, and you can see a bimetallic balance, which is quite unique. I'm pretty sure it's also cut. Yeah.
Okay. Tell us all about it. Tell us all about it.
Well, traditionally balances are a little bit tricky because they are made out of metal, and if the temperature raises, the balance is getting bigger. So metal expand usually.
I've got something that expands all the time.
Yeah, but it shrinks when the temperature gets low, so you know that as well.
Yeah, I've got the same problem too.
So the watchmakers invented, I think it was Breguet, not sure. The old watchmakers invented something really interesting by cutting that balance ring open and basically making that ring out of two different metals, because there are metals that shrink when they're getting hot, and there are metals that expand when they're getting hot. So basically, by cutting that open and using two metals, that effect of expansion basically deletes itself. So balances made out of bimetals or the ring is a really difficult and traditional way of gaining precision in watches. Nobody's talking, so I'm boring everybody to death.
No, we're just listening. We can't. We don't want to contest it because we know.
Listen. I'm trying to take all this. I'm trying to take all this in, and I haven't taken anything in, so it doesn't matter.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just excited we're not talking about Rolex.
So am I. Great.
Be my guest. Be my guest, Brian.
Right. So OC mentioned about something on monochrome. Was that on the
Frederick
latest
Constant
monochrome page?
mentioned on
Yeah, monochrome.
Okay, let me just go back. That's where the Rolex was. So was it? So where the Omega was? I've got Rolex on the brain now. It's where the Omega was. So let's go.
Yeah, scroll down a little bit. It should be on the left-hand side.
Oh right, it was further on the same page. Was it below that?
Yeah.
Was it right? Okay. Which? Okay, where are we on?
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
No. Go up.
Oh, did you pass it?
It's already middle. Stop.
Yeah, in the middle.
Right. There we go.
First of all, you have to have an initial reaction. Like emotional gut check. When you see a watch, you either immediately like it or immediately don't like it, right?
Right. I like. Oh God. Well, interesting. I would like the one on the left, but
I'm with you, tickers.
But I wish it could be like at the bottom. I don't know. It's just the wrong way around at the top there. The movement shown.
But that's what I like about it because it's at the top. It's something different.
Okay, but I like it with it. But I think it should be on the bottom and just.
You like being on the bottom? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, on
the bottom. Ooh, sir.
I like being on top.
So I don't like the rose gold one.
No.
And I don't like the plain one. So what's everyone else's reaction? Around the panel, please. Go.
I like the middle one. That's it.
Yeah, me
I like
too.
the middle one.
Yeah.
Clean.
I don't like
clean.
That white gold.
I don't like the open heart because basically it's a pointless exercise and it mimics a little bit like a
right. So
tourbillon.
It's all about the aesthetics, you dumb shit.
So it's an open heart, not a tourbillon, then, is it?
No, it's not. No, definitely not.
What the fuck are these doing? I thought only the Chinese do open hearts. Like
yes, and that is exactly why I don't like this particular watch.
The Chinese.
I honestly, I thought it might have been a tourbillon. I didn't look at it, but thought there's no
I
way.
knew it wasn't.
The Frederick Constantin are going to do
only Mr.
open
GMT
heart.
could think that this is a tourbillon.
I didn't think it was a tourbillon, for fuck's sake. Fucking throw me under the bus like that.
Well, I just looked at the name and I thought, there's no way they are going to do a Parnish like fucking open art. You know? Fuck me dead. Parnish do shit like that. Not them, surely.
Agreed.
No, Zenith has a load of open heart stuff.
Yeah, Zenith is just like full of them.
Yeah, they must have a bunch of woodpeckers.
How much are these watches then? What are you going to pay for that open art fucking thing? How much is that?
If you scroll down, there's also like a silver dial version. These are 1,100 euros.
Sorry, I see. We never got your opinion on them. You just told us.
Tell you what, you look more than let's get the rest of the panel. Come on, sorry guys. What's the rest of the panel think about them?
If I'm looking at the top three watches, I actually don't like any. I like, if I could design my own watch, I like the two on the right, but take the date off and just make it time only. And because I don't like the way the date window is so
it's clamped. It's all cramped up together.
Squashed up, crammed up next to the
the three. And I don't like how they reduce the size of the Roman numeral 3. So I would actually take the two on the right, but have them delete the date and put the regular Roman numeral 3 on there.
Or so you wouldn't have the open heart then. You wouldn't have the open heart then.
No, I mean I agree. Like with Jonathan, I think it's pointless on this particular one. And I like the logo. I like the name brand at the top.
You can tell.
You know what I like about the open heart one? It's a conversation piece because when you look at these other two watches, for example, if you do purchase the other two watches. They'll just look at them as another watch, right?
Yeah, they're just another watch.
When you look at the open heart, people say, "What's that?" And then you just start talking about it. It's a conversation piece. That's what I like about it. That's just my personal opinion.
That's fair point. If you scroll down, there's another one there. I'm not sure if it's an old version or if it's a current version. Keep going. Oh, that one. So it's like a silver
one. Look, well, I tell you what, that silver one looks better than the black one. Okay, so we get rid of them three again, get rid of those two. Right. We've been there as well. What else?
Yeah, and you guys, I mean, I'm sure these have crap, I don't know about crappy movements. They probably have like Solita movements in them. Yeah. And they're 900 euros, 1,100 euros. So they're not.
Hang on. Let's back up the truck. Are you saying, OC, that Solitas are crappy movements?
No, I reverted. I didn't mean to say that. I just meant this off the shelf movement.
You know, my Monica's Salita movement. Just letting you know this. My caliber.
Yeah, I like Salita movement. I've got some with Salita movements. So
OC slipped up and came down off his elitist perch for a minute.
Yeah, no, but I think these are beautiful dress watches, and I think if someone has $1,000 budget. I think these guys get too much hate.
Yeah.
They get too much hate.
They definitely look more than $1,000. They definitely look more than 1,000.
That's good value for a dress watch, if that's your budget.
Yeah,
100.
You definitely do a looker. Put it that way for as far as they go. Right. Okay. So anything else going? Anything else you want to talk about while we're in
Monochrome's always good. I mean, anybody could look at those stories and pick something.
Tim
talk about.
Put me onto I was always a Hodinkee, but Tim put me onto this.
Oh, I hate
Hodinkee. Go to Hodinkee. Try Hodinkee.
No. Go to the Chopard LUC, which is also on the top row in the middle, and it kind of reminds me of like a Longines sector dial a little bit. I don't know how much
until you see the price.
Yeah, I don't know how much it is, but this is
very old school, isn't it? Especially with that strap on.
$15,000.
What I like about it, just looking at it initially, is they didn't, they didn't put a 6 and cut it off, like Longines did. They put that sub dial there, and then they said, listen, we don't have space for a 6. The 6 is off, and I like that. I love the fact that they did.
Look, it's a very nice watch. It's a nice watch, but it's not.
How much is this?
Apart from Brian, who knows, if anyone genuinely doesn't know, if anyone knows what the price is, I know Brian does, keep quiet. Let's have a guess how much this is. I really don't know how much it is now. What do you reckon?
Knowing Chopard, I've got to say it's probably 18 to 20,000.
Right.
Did you say that this comes with a...
Sorry, who asked me something? Sorry, go on.
Tickets. What you have to tell the audience before you're asking for the price is that the high end LUC movement or the normal end LUC movement, and unfortunately it's only the normal one. There are two different qualities of this particular movement. One is with a Geneva seal and one is not. So if this particular watch had that Geneva seal quality movement, the price would be fantastic for the standard movement.
But are they putting the? And I forgot. I don't know what the branding is on this watch. I know that the LUC brand is something that they're positioning as much higher end. Is this a?
No,
this
no.
Is
LUC. LUC means Louis Ulysse Chopard.
Yeah.
So that is basically the initials of the founder.
Right.
So,
I'm going to say 17,500.
No, but they specifically label brand some watches as Chopard and some as LUC Chopard.
Yeah,
and I thought that the distinction was that the LUC Chopard was supposed to be much higher range.
So there's a couple details and I won't tell the price. It's a limited edition of 25 done for Revolution magazine. It's an LUC, which is the more premium movement of the Chopard line, but it is the lower LUC movement.
Exactly, yes.
And it is stainless steel.
Ooh, stainless steel. Okay.
Now guess the price.
Right.
Now, before we guess the price, can I with the price, does it come with a strap on? I heard. Is that right?
Yeah, I keep saying the word.
If it comes with a strap on, I'm in.
Yes.
Yeah, I keep saying strap on. Yeah.
It's optional, but if you need it,
it excites me slightly in my age. Yeah, okay.
But it's only a 20 millimeter strap on.
Wow.
Right. So okay. Round the panel then. Okay, let's get some order here. Cherish, how much? Go for it. How much? If you don't know how much it is, give us a price. How much should it get?
I'm gonna go 17.
Right. OC said, how much did you say OC before?
Well, if it now that I know it's the lower end movement and it's stainless steel, I'm going to say 12.
Wow. I'm going to say 17.5. Okay. Night wristwatchman.
I felt 13.
13. Right. Mr. JMT, what do you reckon?
Well, if it comes with a strap on, it's priceless for me. I'll pay anything.
I'll pay anything. Right. And Jonathan, do you know the price of this?
I know the price. I know.
Okay, so let's go. Let's see. Let's have a look and see. how much it is. Okay. 15,000 US dollars.
Wow.
So
Wow.
we have some pretty good guessers here.
Now you can get a
close.
You can get a comparable just a straight Chopard LUC with the same movement and a stainless steel case for I think 10 or 11, brand new.
Actually, I have just checked, and the comparable price for an LUC Jubilee would be 14,500 francs, which is also 15,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
So
I need to ask Jonathan. Is there anything on this movement you can tell the difference between the two? Looking at it, is there something?
Oh yes,
different?
yeah. The finishing on the higher end is much nicer.
Right. Okay, it's the finishing that you can tell straight away. Is it right?
Yeah, Kevin
tell
says
the time the same way.
Kevin says the limited is already gone.
Yeah, all 25 of them.
25, yeah.
25 isn't a lot, and Chopard is.
No.
May not be a fan favorite of, investor class enthusiasts, but they're definitely a favorite.
So you're saying Cameron is not a big Chopard
customer? Cameron's not a retail investor of Chopard watches.
Okay. In that case, I love him even more. Plus the 20 millimeter strap on.
That's what I was going to say. I love him just because of that. I don't care about the watch itself.
Yeah. Yep.
Hill, fake Richard Mille in the Oval Office. What the fuck? Oh, this is okay. What? Okay, are we all going to pull our face at this? What do you think? It's a Timex. Fuck me dead. It's a Timex.
Yeah, looks good.
It does look good, doesn't it, for a Timex?
The lug width looks a little slim. Like it looks like more of a lady's.
Probably an 18. Well, the size of the watch. The watch looks what's the watch? The watch looks a 36 or 38. So I would say if it is, then that lug width is okay, isn't it? Well, what I reckon the lug width is an 18, and I reckon the size of the watch is a 36. I could be completely
36.
wrong.
It looks like a 36. It does look like a 36. It does.
Sorry?
It does look like a 36. It does.
Yeah. So let's just have a quick. Oh, 38. Okay.
38?
Sorry, I got.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, 36, 38.
I reckon
that is a bit of a difference.
I think it's the lug width. The lug
I reckon
to
the
lug.
lug width is. I reckon the lug width is going to be an 18. Let's have a look.
I mean, lug to lug throws it. I've got a long lug to lug.
And
because they're quite small, see, so that's what happens. Always when it's smaller, it always the watch does look small.
Okay. No, they don't tell us. Never mind.
Oh.
So TNTickers, if you're looking for a topic, first of all, those shrunk watches are really amazing that you just scroll down. Yes, those are
watches or drunk watches.
He's doing miniature watches.
Oh wow! That is so cool.
But they're not working.
What are they doing for?
Actually, they are for action figures. He says he makes a 6th scale, so you can use them on your dolls. I don't know. They just made an interview, and he made a Calatrava. He made also the Omega James Bond model. Here you can see he's working on the James Bond Omega. And
those are really small.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. Those are Calatravas.
I can see someone making like cufflinks or lapel pins with famous watch case shapes, but to make them for action figures, super miniature. It's really cool.
There's your watch, GMT.
There it is. Perfect.
GMT has placed an order of 38 of them.
38 of each of the small ones, because I like small ones.
No,
anyway,
but
why is everyone so quiet? Why is everyone gone so silent? What the fuck?
No.
Yeah, you killed the mood, Mr. GMT.
You killed the mood. You're the one that was talking. I just said one comment.
I heard an echo from inside the house. I had to go check and make sure Mr. GMT wasn't in my bathroom.
Oh, God, yeah.
I just jumped out the window. You missed me.
Look at that, man. Look at that. That is so cool.
All right, we need someone from the audience to do an A or B. You know, we have a very smart audience, and they usually come up with very good A or Bs. So, someone help us out with the topic.
Yeah, one topic that we may want to discuss on Monochrome, they showed these amazing Guilloche dials from Louis Erard. I would like to talk about them.
Who cares what you want to talk about?
Whereabouts, Jonathan?
Monochrome, click on more topics. Go down.
Go down.
Not up.
Go down. More.
No, down, up, sideways, left, right.
Okay, go down.
360,
down.
go back again.
Down.
Get down.
Right.
Here, on the left.
This one here?
Yes.
Can you pull it? Pull it up.
Really? Who likes that? Jonathan, do you like this?
I like it.
Do you like this?
I like it. It's not. I wouldn't wear the watch, but I like the technology. The
Can I ask you a question?
Of Guilloche.
Have a word. Give your head a wobble, Jonathan.
Hang on, wait a minute. Have you been on any?
No. Wait. Not so fast. So maybe TNTickers go a little bit down. I like the first edition of those watches more. Click on the left one.
That one. Any of them two?
Yeah.
Really?
No, on the left one, not the right. Yeah, click on that.
The other left one.
That is a very complicated way of doing a guilloche, and that is basically.
That's disgusting. That's like a 1960s fucking bathroom floor or something.
Yes, but
it actually reminds me of the 80s. Actually,
it is a beautiful pattern made by a guilloche machine, and that is really complicated to make.
I really don't like that. I don't like that.
I want that.
It's done by a machine. Well, how fucking complicated can it be to make?
Go around the panel, guys. Panel, please. Apart from Jonathan, what does everyone think?
Listen,
I think I ruined that. So please close those windows.
Hang on, wait a minute. Can I just ask Jonathan a question?
Okay.
Are you on any medication this evening?
Which one, Jonathan? Which one's more complicated? The one on the left or the one on the right?
The guilloche, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think the left one is more complicated, and in my opinion, also visually more pleasing.
Yeah, I don't like how the brand.
Yeah, that's a tricky
you know what
one.
I mean? It blends in with the pattern, and it just throws it off. It's almost like you need to remove it completely, or do it in white or something different.
I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I still don't like it. Sorry, but the one on the right, at least, kind of interesting, but I don't love it either.
Well,
can I just DJC? I just the new Ming's getting announced.
Yes.
I just got an email. Yesterday, I can't remember. Everything's a bit. But
yesterday.
Yesterday for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, I will be watching that eagerly, but I will not be pulling out any credit cards to pay for any Mings.
Are you putting out anything else?
I'm not going to do it again.
Are they going to be on the web?
Listen, I don't need to pull out anything else because I'm completely naked.
Will it be on the website? These new Mings?
They're not out. No, they haven't shown anything yet. They haven't shown anything.
All right.
Just gave us notification.
But tickers, Mr. 50 and have it order 38 of them in one go normally, so that's the problem.
Yeah.
What happened?
No,
is
that's
this a
why
legendary thing? Is that what happened? Did he just? What did he do? I don't. What is the story?
Hang on. 10 tickers. I'll tell you quick. I'll just quickly give you because everyone's heard it about 1 million times.
Everybody knows it.
Yeah. Anyway, I was a complete retard as usual, but we won't get it right into that part of me. But what happened was, I went on this. We had a Mr. Two's place. He was a good friend of mine, still is. We went on his show. We started an Aussie show. It was an Aussie show, just like you do, TNTickers. And the Mings were announced that evening. So we went on there to see what the Mings are. And actually, no, Marco or somebody came on. I can't remember who it was. Came on and said, "There's Mings getting announced." So what we did, because we were on the show, we said, "Oh well, we'll just have a look at them." Then everyone was hyping them up in the chat and all the rest of it. So everyone decided just last minute to try and get one because they're very hard to get apparently. So what happened was I tried to do it, right? And you know what happened when I tried to do it? I ended up accidentally, I was that panicking so much that it wouldn't go through that I accidentally purchased 38 of them. And I had to cancel my card. Okay, I had to cancel my card, all right, because they thought that someone was trying to hack my card, but it was just me, the dumb shit, all right.
And how much were they each?
Well, it ended up being the amount that my bank told me that I tried to purchase from my credit card was $47,900.
Wow.
Legendary. Wow.
And the irony is, if the purchase would have gone through, he would have been a millionaire today.
Yes.
Probably, yes.
Fucking hell.
But I was not going to risk it. So I canceled my card. And believe it or not, my card took a month for me to actually get it back again.
So, Mr. GMT, you also received the email from Ming, yes?
Yes, I did.
Did you read the conditions? Because in the conditions,
because I'm not purchasing anything.
In the conditions, it says a few final and cordial reminders. And second point, this is for Mr. GMT in Darwin. There is a limit of only one variant per customer.
Okay, I'd just like to talk a topic here, which I think is, seriously, tell me the story about watchfinders. I've heard they are pretty fucking dangerous, basically.
Wait,
the best watchfinder.
I'm going to get Mr. GMT excited. This is the best watchwinder.
Yeah, boy. I use that watchwinder every single day.
Yeah, that's the best one.
Apparently, they aren't supposed to be any good. Perhaps Jonathan can explain what they're supposed to do, watchwinders. Not what they're built to do, but what they actually do to watches when you put them on. What happens to them?
It's simply physics, and the more
this
you
segment
wear
is being
a watch,
brought to you, by the way, by Wolf Watchwinders.
Yeah.
Actually,
let's hear it, Jonathan.
So
now you know who's sponsoring the segment.
The problem is there are different opinions. But I have my opinion. So in my opinion, every watch that is worn is subject to some kind of wear. And while you're putting your watch on a winder, you accelerate the wear, because if you put it on the winder, you have another watch that you're wearing.
Right.
So in my opinion, basically, it is just increasing the wear on your watch, and you should avoid it as much as you can. I draw the line with perpetual calendars or annual calendars, just like JJ's annual calendar, which is a real bitch to set. So I can understand that some people are using winders for more complicated watches. For non-complicated watches, in my opinion, it's a pointless exercise.
So basically, it's like having a watch and not staying still with your hand for literally 24 hours.
Yeah, exactly.
365 days a year, just constantly. Right, got you.
Yeah, there is definitely less wear if you just put it in the closet or in the drawer. Yeah.
Every watchmaker that I've ever talked to about watchwinders has said, if you want to maintain your watches, just take them out, move them, and wind them make sure you get the movements going.
You were going to say. I thought you were going to say, if you want to keep your watch wind, have them just masturbate. I thought that's what you were going to say.
No, send them all to Darwin, Australia, and there's a guy there that will take care of them for you.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
But yes, I just take my watches out once a month or once every 6 weeks or so, give them a good wind, look at them, set them, and if I haven't worn, and then I try to wear them all.
Right, I do the same because I researched the winders. When I got into the hobby, I wanted to have a winder. I thought it was the coolest thing, and with all the research that I did and the people that I spoke to, I got away from them. So I have, I'm counting them now. I'm looking over at the table. I have 4 nice watch winders, unplugged, and they just store the watches. But I do the same. I'll take them out once a month or so, give them a shake, take a look at them, and put them back.
Why don't you just turn the winder on every now and then? If you just want to wind them up, just to get them going.
I guess I could, but then they're out. Most of them are in the safety deposit box, so I go and I visit them.
Fair enough. Yep, that's fair enough.
Yep.
Cool.
Do
So
not
we're on
buy
the
watch
same-
winders. Save your money.
Yeah.
Throw them in the drawer instead.
I know. I got them as gifts from my wife and daughter, and they thought they were doing like a fantastic thing. And like, well, thank you.
Yeah, that is a popular gift to a man who almost has everything. So the family are scratching their heads before Christmas. What are we going to gift? And then a winder comes into the discussion.
Right, Jonathan, because my wife she says all the time, why would I buy you a watch? You're only going to bring it back. Or I paid for it, you know?
Yeah. I have one Wolf winder that I was given as a gift with purchase. And I do use it when I get, because I like to buy previously owned watches. I'll set the watch, and maybe because I don't want to wear it because I'm not quite sure I want to keep it yet, I'll put it on the winder for 5 days and keep an eye on it and make sure it's keeping time.
Okay, time to unwind, £8.99. I'm lucky I own the Dynamic Duo, Panda and black ceramic Daytonas. Wow. Anyone notice when flip over the backside, push aside, lugs are noticeably thinner?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
that is
so
true.
Looking at the back of the which one then?
So that's the stainless steel 116500 LN, either the white dial or the black dial. It's a pretty known fact that on the stainless steel versions that the cases aren't symmetrical. That the right side of the watch where the pushers are is thinner and has different shaped lugs than the left side, and it's something that is not the case in the precious metal versions of the Daytona.
But it's very obvious on the stainless steel Daytonas.
Yeah, and it's not as obvious when you look at it head on, but it's more obvious when you flip it over. Obviously, as Time to Unwind says, then you can kind of see it's a little bit more.
Yeah, but the reason is very simple, because the underside of the lux is brushed, so you can see the dimensions better than from the polished upper side.
Yeah,
is it brushed?
And the polished upper side is curved too, and it's flat in the back.
Right, let's just find a picture. Let's have a look at the back. I thought I had a picture of the back. Obviously not. Okay, let's go back to where we were. So there's only a small picture there. So does that picture show what we're talking about, or is it a crap picture? The one on this side.
Is that a 116500?
Yes, 116500. Yeah, says there.
It's less apparent in this particular picture. I would say it's not apparent at all.
Oh, okay. Wow, okay. Fair enough. Okay. Shit, okay. Let me have a look. Maybe that one, slightly different. That one. Apparent there now.
Yeah, this one maybe you can tell. You can see like on the shape, especially on the top right, you can see the shape from the lug to the case, the line that it follows, and then you can see on the left.
That line going down here compared with that line going down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's fucking apparent. I can see. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can see that clear as day when you point that out. Wow. Okay. I'm taking it. That's what Time to Unwind was meaning. Yeah. Wow, that is very apparent. That. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Fascinating. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you for that. Yes, thank you very much. That's interesting.
Also on Submariners, on older ones, the side where the crown is slimmer than the side on the rear. It's not that significant like on the Daytona, but you can also see it. And when somebody's removing crown guards, it gets even more visible.
Super chat, seeing shitters, $4.99. OC. Should I buy the previous generation, circa 2008 Milgauss before it's discontinued? Which Milgauss models will increase more from historical data?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm not an expert on the Milgauss, but I'm sure other people are. I'm sure you should get a Milgauss before it's discontinued or before they upgrade it. Just don't get the Air King.
Why not?
Why
not? Why not?
And I do not like the Air King at all. I know when.
Look, I'm not a big fan of it, but I want to see OC's.
OC's opinion on the mail on the LP's OC, your opinion please on the on the Air King.
Too many fives.
You have the floor.
No, come on, it's been discussed a gazillion times. Let's skip it.
No, but I don't know your views on it. I want to know your views on it. Why?
No. I've discussed Air King a lot of times. So, but let's talk about the Milgauss, because there's some people here who actually do know these models and are familiar with the different dials and the different crystals that are available. Mm-hmm. And you probably have a much better sense of which ones are the ones that you should get. So, someone else want to jump in?
Well, I'll jump in because I have the Blue Z. So that green crystal, I did the research on it before I was offered it. That crystal alone, a Rolex, as you know, they make everything in-house. It takes them a year to come up with that crystal in and of itself. And I can tell you, when I wear it out, I get the most amount of attention because you can see it from across the room. It just is a phenomenal watch. And as we said before, not to get into the Air King scenario, how can you compare it to an Air King? I don't see it.
Let me ask you this: since you own the watch, that is due for an update, meaning that the speculation over the past couple of years is that the movement needs to be upgraded, and they may do something either with the case or with the dial. So, if you were in charge of making updates or adjustments to the Milgauss, what would you do with the case? What would you do with the dial?
I don't know that they're going to update it. It's just perfection in and of itself. I don't know. I know some people had said that they would put the Serichrome bezel on it. I think that would destroy it.
Ooh, that would be horrible.
On the Milgauss?
Yeah, I read that in a couple of chats. I was like, what? So the dial, I'm trying to bring up a picture of it. It's just exquisite. We've seen it, but
I'll find a picture. Are we looking at which year Milgauss you want a picture of? Anything?
Any
Milgauss?
Well, why don't you pull up the one that Teen Shitters was talking about, the previous gen, like pull up something from 2008.
Okay.
Just because he asked, and he's the paying customer.
So
jump in. But obviously something with the hand, like maybe a different colored hand, or a couple different versions with different colored hands instead of whatever it has now.
As far as I know, the green, the crystal was deeper and darker green on the first ones that they made.
That's what I believe as well.
Over the years, the green got a little bit paler. My personal opinion, and I keep on preaching that since the green crystal Milgauss came on, this is such an odd thing for Rolex to do. This is not typical Rolex. So I recommend, if someone is buying something for future value, to have something very special in their collection, go with the green crystal, because this is so odd. This is so typical, not Rolex. Does that come with specific dial colors? So as far as I know, the black one and the blue one.
That's correct.
Those are the dial colors for the green crystal.
So is this the correct reference we're looking at, guys? The 2009.
I don't know, but
it doesn't surprise me that Rolex actually made green crystal, because they're all about the green. So they've done everything.
I do
if they're going to do something, it's got to do with green.
I love that. I love it, that green. I must admit,
it's beautiful.
It is so
nice.
Yeah.
What is the technical purpose behind the green? Is there any?
Nothing. And
nothing. Just makes you go. Oh,
and because of that, this is so untypical Rolex that I recommend getting one. As long as they make.
Is this one that we're looking at black dial, or is this a gray dial?
That is a black dial with that is a black dial with the orange indices, and that.
I think this is my favorite. This is my favorite version.
I need to get one of these for review. Fuck me, I'm not a Milgauss.
Well, see, you don't like the blue at all?
If you pull it up, maybe I'll change my mind. But I've always been partial to the black one as my favorite color combination on the Milgauss. No, I don't like that. You just reminded me that I don't like it.
Well,
I must admit that the black makes the green stand out more. I think the black makes the green stand out more than the blue does. Does that make sense?
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Here's the blue. Here's my actual watch. I took a picture of, and it's much better than anything you can see. You got to be able to see it, live.
Okay, sorry, I'll let it be full screen.
Okay.
And then get rid of the comment.
Oh, I really do love the sunburst look. It's beautiful.
Oh, it's unbelievable how it catches the light and everything.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a nice picture, I have to admit.
Thank you. And I got to say that it's as vibrant. It's 100 times more vibrant than it is in this picture.
Even with the green crystal?
Yes, it's phenomenal.
Oh, wow.
You don't even see the green crystal. You only see it from the side, and that's what I love about it. If you look down at it, you don't see it. But when you look to the side, and you could see somebody from across a restaurant catching, it catches the light much more than anything I've ever seen. It's beautiful.
That is a full polished bracelet, or does it have polished center links?
I believe. Let me take a look. Polished center links.
And what kind of clasp does it have? Does it have the Daytona style clasp, or does it have a sport?
Yes, it has. Yeah, it doesn't have the flip over lock. It just has
the flip lock.
Yeah. So if
I can borrow next week as long as it's not sold.
By the time I send it to you, it'll be pretty far though.
Green. I can get a black green Milgauss for review for
beautiful
from BQ watches.
Yeah, BQ watches. Yeah, I might just do that. That's the black green.
You're right, Cherished. That picture does not do it justice. In real life, that looks so much better.
It's unreal.
The whole combination.
Can we see how much these things are selling for in the secondary market? I mean,
yes.
I think
11,000 pounds.
17 now.
That's 11,585 each.
Oh, T&T Tickers booted himself off.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe he won't be able to join.
Tickers, what happened?
That's funny.
The fuck?
Yeah, so
I myself out the fucking stream. I kick myself out the stream. Fuck me.
TNT Tickers, Piruka is here in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's his fault. So.
Yes, he has the keys. He told us he has the keys. Yeah.
So you can get in this. You can get off BQ. Obviously, it's a great dealer. We can get let's have a look what year it is. 2008, good condition.
Wow.
For 9,750 English. That's a black dial. Green crystal.
Yeah. Teen Shitter says they're 14,000 USD. At 14,000, I would say this is a, dare I say, good buy. Especially for right now. If they are discontinued,
yeah.
Are they definitely going to? Have they said they're going to discontinue? Or is it just rumors? What's the script with it?
They never
say. They don't
say.
They'll never say. Yeah, 14K sounds high end to me because that one from BQ, that's
14K US. 14K US.
Yeah, but that's 9,000 English, which is probably 12. Yeah, 12. That's a great dealer. So that's a high price in England, 9K, which is 12K American, and he said he wants 14, so that's quite high, definitely.
Well, I think 12 is also 12 makes it a no-brainer. Right?
Agreed.
Yeah.
It's an excellent condition. That's true. And it said BQ one said good condition, didn't say excellent. So I'll be interested to see what kind of condition it's in if I get it.
It's been in a lot of masturbating situations.
So we're doing all kind of speculations. The closer the new Rolex
3 weeks away.
Oh, is it? That's right.
What new lineup? New Rolex lineup?
What's the date? Does anyone have the date? The actual date? It's actually
I think 30th of.
Sorry,
March,
guys. Is it a new? What is it? A new Rolex whole line or what?
Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
It's just the Watches and Wonders starts on.
Hang on a minute. We only got duped a few fucking months ago with some pictures, didn't we? So what makes you think this isn't going to be the same?
No. Watches and Wonders is where they officially unveil their changes.
Official. I didn't know where Watches and Wonders were. It's an official, right?
Unveiling of the changes.
They officially unveil the watches you won't be able to buy over the next year.
Jonathan and I have got somebody going to Watches and Wonders, so that's awesome. We'll
where
have
are they?
Photos.
Where
Swiss.
are they? Oh, we got Swiss going in, have you? You got Swiss going in? Wow.
Yep.
Is he going to live stream? Is he gonna live stream?
He's gonna try, but I don't know. But he's gonna take some awesome photos for
They'll
us.
shut him down, won't they? Will they shut him? I take it they'll shut him down, won't they?
Yeah, you're not really
Live
allowed to.
streams.
Yeah.
Matt H asks, "What are there any other manufacturers that put a different colored crystal or a different colored rim around the crystal, or is that something that only Rolex did for some unknown reason?"
That's
I don't know of any.
Question.
Does anyone else know?
Right.
Anybody
else? Anybody else know of that?
I'm pretty sure I've seen once a blue crystal, but so I know that an JLC Atmos came with a blue crystal, but that is a clock. That is not a wristwatch. I'm just trying to.
Or keep in the program. Stop changing it to clocks.
Okay, the people I love, Christopher Ward have got a blue sapphire. They've got a blue sapphire. I've got one. So
don't forget about Avanti.
Oh yeah,
yeah, Avanti. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bell and Ross radar watch. We looked at that the other day. That red fucking thing. That's
there used to be a company called Century Watches that made crystals out of any color that you want.
Peruka says that Richard Mille made a full blue sapphire. Did he then? Should we bring that up for fucking shits and giggles? So.
And Whole Milk says that he thinks that Grand Seiko might have a blue sapphire on some cases.
So we've established that there's other companies out there that do it. It's not just
other companies.
Not as widely known as the Milgauss. The Milgauss, everyone knows they do it.
Didn't Hublot make colored sapphire crystal cases?
Nobody follows them. We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, stand by for this, guys.
The K factor is 0.
Stand by for Vomit City, mate. Fuck me dead. Here we go. Let's hang on for this. Vomit City. Here we go. Look at that.
Nobody cares.
Look at that.
Oh,
blue sapphire.
Oh my
blue.
God.
That's the one that
looks like dog shit.
Blame
Wonderful.
Peruka. Look at the fucking state of that. And how much of that?
That's fucking ugly.
How much
is
that
it
likely to be? Let's
That's
find
a
out. Go on.
blue Terminator
Price.
there, right there.
Price on
Blue
request.
piece of shit right there.
That is.
I want 38 of them.
That is.
You can, more than welcome.
Tell you
Knock
what,
Wait
yourself
till the
out.
auction, Brian. Wait till the auction.
The person who buys this needs to email in to email in to rate my shit. This needs to
I
go
was
rate
gonna
my
say,
shitter. Rate my
Break my
shitter.
shit. You don't want me to get 10 tickets. You don't want to get me started on this thing. Jesus. Fuck.
Oh, we do. It's ratings gold. I wish I knew how much that fucker was. That's it's just,
That's in the millions, man. That'll be like half a
You
million.
probably don't
Really?
want to know what that's worth. Yeah, that's just ridiculous.
you just
Richard
Hard.
It's for dumb bastard rich motherfuckers out there.
sorry, let's just yeah, Mike K, that's a Richard Mille, yeah, it's a fucking piece of shit that. Right, okay.
Speedy Hernandez says RM is the Kanye West of the watch world. Does that mean that RM is brilliant? RM's a genius?
No, that's onto the individual. If you think Kanye West is brilliant, then he's
is it the watch that you love to hate? Is that what it is?
It works on so many levels, that comment. So many levels that works on that
yes,
comment.
that's right.
Speedy Hernandez.
Irving Hart, hello. Jump on. Drop the link for somebody. Let's see if we can get a couple more.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, let me just grab the link.
Stream.
Yes, sorry. Thank you. Let's get some more people on, guys. Let's have a fucking party.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Timmy is in Washington D.C. tonight.
Jump in, everybody! Let's have a party.
Whole Milk, nice one.
Okay.
RM has threatened to kill Pete Davidson.
Birmingham's working. Come on, let's have some streaming for the patrol car. Come on, Birm. That could be good. Ratings gold.
Imagine that. Can you imagine him getting reported for that? Probably lose his job and everything. Fuck that.
Birmingham's working.
Imagine streaming for the patrol car. Can you imagine that? Fuck me dead. That'd be great. That'd be the first time that's happened. Nobody's had a stream for a patrol car before. Let's get it sorted. We've had women falling off the bed, so we might as well streaming from a patrol car, might we? Oh dear.
Any other predictions for pre-watches and wonders for any Rolex pieces of any reference or any collection that you want to throw out there?
I think. Can I just say? I think they'll do a bimetal Daytona with rose gold, which I haven't done.
Okay, that's a reasonable, doable ask.
I think they're going.
The root beer just went crazy. I think they might try and cash in on the Daytonas with that in bimetal.
Okay, team tickets: the Skull Sapphire Richard Mille versus the Ball Sack watch. Right.
Neither.
So the
team tickets. Have you discussed the new Omega rumors?
We did last night. I didn't know anything about that deep sea, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Ultra deep, right?
Ultra deep, and I said that I love going ultra deep. I love going ultra deep. Ultra deep is my kind of thing.
I like it ultra deep. Exactly. Yes. Absolutely.
Awesome.
Awesome. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, when I looked at it, that one they showed didn't look 52 mil. If that's what it was, that one they
55.
showed that mock-up. 55. It didn't look 55 mil even. But never mind 52. He really didn't. For anybody who wasn't on last night on my channel, because let's just.
I came on. I did a.
I know you were, but anybody in the chat.
You were the one, Mr. GMT.
We were all there. We were all there.
Yes, you were.
I was there. I said my opinion on the shitters. Yes, I did.
Yes.
Now
I was there in spirit.
Perth Luxury doesn't like this watch.
Does anybody think they may introduce the Daytona? Not that you'd ever get it on the Jubilee like it used to be back in the day.
I would be a fan of that. I think they should do it.
It'd be incredible. I've seen it where somebody used a bracelet, I guess, off of.
Come on! How can nobody not like that fucking watch?
No, the Super Jubilee bracelet fits the Daytona. So if you actually can get a Super Jubilee. Then you can put it on.
I would like to have that as an alternative.
2 for tea. Cheers. Thank you, Super Neutron Star. Thank you very much. I've run out. Because I'm hosting the show, I ain't done a fucking top up. I'm going to have to go and do a top up in a
Super chat because they're flying in now.
Yeah, no, they're
flying in. Keep going.
£49. Is it just me? But don't you think Rolex Jubilee bracelets age much quicker than oysters? Easily hated dirt and loose structure. I've never heard of Rolex, as you know, but I love Jubilees over oysters any day.
By the way, guys, if you haven't seen Team Tickets' latest review on the Datejust 41, go and watch it because it's brilliant. And
thank you.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for that, my man.
Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you. Yes, thank you.
There's a watch that's never been reviewed before.
Thank you, Mr. GMT, for our paid promotion.
But I'll tell you, it's never been reviewed by me before. That's the fucking difference.
I know.
That is the difference. Never reviewed by T and fucking Tickers.
What do you guys think about the super chat? Do you think that the Jubilee will wear much quicker than
I've never had one.
Yes.
It does. The Jubilee does wear quicker than the oyster.
It does?
Yes. And in fact, it does.
He's right.
It's dramatically more susceptible
we'll share
to
the screen
stretch.
when we've done the super chat, Peruka. We're just discussing, and then I will share the screen.
That's why all my watches are oyster. I prefer oyster just because of that.
Oyster is.
Jubilee. Personally, Jubilee does look really rich looking. It's a beautiful bracelet, but oyster just lasts a lot longer. So I just got oyster.
Yeah, Mr. GMT is very dressy. It's very dressy, isn't it, Mr. GMT?
Very.
Not the oyster, the Jubilee. Very dressy.
The Jubilee, yes, very.
Yeah, but modern bracelets are very robust. So if you're buying,
they are, but they still over time. If you're going to keep it for the rest of your life, I prefer an oyster. Just even though it doesn't matter, they're still going to get worn.
Man, I love that. I love that strap as well. Well, fuck me dead. I love that watch.
So I agree with you, T and Tickers. I'd love to see this blue cloth strap on the reissue or whatever they do.
It looks more rubber than cloth, mate. I don't think that's cloth. That's rubber. That to me, that's rubber. 100%.
It's a nylon.
Look at
it looks like a nylon.
Yeah,
look at the weaving on the border. That is not rubber.
Look, I don't like agreeing with Jonathan, so don't make me. But yeah, he's right.
Well, so what is it? What makes that? What material is that strap? Then is that a? Go on, just discuss.
Nylon.
What is it?
Nylon.
Nylon looks like nylon.
It looks nylon. We're not 100%.
I just love the whole of the, the dull finish on the bezel and the whole the blue and the
absence of the helium escape valve.
I just that doesn't bother me or not. I just look the whole.
You know what? Can you imagine how thick this thing would look on your wrist? Holy shit!
Ridiculous.
28.
Holy Christ! Yeah, it's
28 millimeters.
Thick.
28
How
millimeters. But 28 millimeters. But for sure, this is not coming in the original dimensions. I doubt that Omega is really doing that. They would be selling 1,000 of them and that then be done. So I'm pretty sure they will come with a smaller version of this watch. The watch to be beaten is the Deep Sea, which is resistant to 3,900 meters. So probably they do it down to 5,000 with the Civil watch and just downscale that.
So this is 15,000 meters. What the flying?
Yeah, where are you going with that?
Well, can I tell you something? For being that thick, it better be able to go that deep because that thing's friggin' thick as fuck. I'm telling you.
Yes, but the irony is they made such a big fuzz out of this watch because it went a little bit deeper than in the 60s with that Rolex. I don't know the name of the watch that went down in the Mariana Trench. But basically, Omega beat Rolex by 12 meters. So, and we're talking about 10,928 meters. So it went 12 meters deeper in the same area, basically, and they made a big thing out of it. So we're talking really about minimum numbers and huge cases.
We were talking about the braid that whether we're fixed lugs today on Perth's show. Well, a friend of mine pointed me out to this. Look at the gap there.
Yeah.
So you slide the strap in. You can go sideways and put the strap in. So that's good, isn't it? So it's not fixed lugs. So you just slide the strap in.
Yeah, so you just shove it in. You shove it in.
Shove it in, turn it in, flat, and there you're gone. You ain't going to come out of there on its own. They aren't going to break. That's a fantastic idea, isn't it?
Well, it's a little bit similar to
any single piece that's not too thick.
I can modify your FXD that way, so you can.
I'm sure you fucking well could. That's interesting, isn't it? I think that's quite novel. That.
Yeah.
Fucking hell! Look at that.
The problem is. It does look like a UFO from the profile.
Yeah, every door jam everywhere.
Yeah, but
look at the height, Crystal.
This is a halo watch. This is an experimental watch. Nobody seriously.
You know what the beauty about this is? The thickness. You can do a lot of things with that thickness. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, if they made a 41 millimeter one of these,
no, 41. They're not going to do. Maybe 45.
41
48.
with them lugs, I'd be all over it like a fucking rash. I'll tell you. I would. I tell you, I'd be all over it like a rash. Tell you, man.
So you're going to sell your FXD?
I wouldn't sell me FXD. I'd fucking sell a kidney or something. I wouldn't sell me FXD. That ain't fucking going anywhere. That FXD, mate.
I was saying the other day, the fact that Omega is even thinking about doing this watch is a testament to the fact that they're a real watch company. You know, there can't be more than a few thousand people a year who would want to watch like this.
Super chat, sorry. Darren Wright, £2. Jacob & Co. or Richard Mille or both crap. Ooh. Ooh.
I don't know about that.
Jacob & Co. you can get for under retail.
A crap shootout.
I still wouldn't buy any of them, to be honest.
I agree.
No, I wouldn't either.
I don't think they're crap. I don't think they're crap, but they're way too expensive for me. So that's why I think that.
That's fair.
I just ask you, going back to the Amiga, when did this surface? How long ago did this thing surface?
You mean that rumor?
The rumor about this thing. When did
I think
this all come out?
2 days ago.
How many? 2 days ago, right? Because I never. Last night it was the first time I knew about this on Tim's show, and I'm thinking,
So-
what the fuck?
So can I reply to Darren Wright's super
course,
chat?
I'm sorry, my
about
apologies, Darren.
Jacob
We've got
and,
you up
and
there.
Richard
Yeah.
Mille. I think it's a little bit unfair. I'm not a fan of calling other watch companies or watches crap. So Jacob and Co. Makes incredible complications. I'm not sure how durable and well thought they are. They look nice, but I wouldn't want to own one. Richard Mille is basically in bed with Renault and Papi, which are also connected to AP. You're paying a lot of money for being on the top, very top. So you're paying top dollars for the last 5% of complication or exquisite watches. So like OC said, they're very expensive, but being on the top is very expensive. I wouldn't call them crap. Sorry.
No
for
problem.
being so long.
Okay,
Yeah.
Racing R, $5. TOC and panel. Best one and done Amiga. Oof. Okay, wow. Well, a 41 mil of this fucking thing in front of you is going to be a bit thinner, but that doesn't exist at the moment. So I was going to say me. The first automatic Seamaster 300 Bond watch.
1957, you mean?
No, sorry, no. The one from the one after Timothy Dalton's.
Okay. Seamaster Professional, you mean?
Seamaster Professional. Sorry, my apologies. Which film was it? Die Another Day, was it?
No, GoldenEye.
The one after GoldenEye. GoldenEye was Quartz, wasn't it? The one after GoldenEye. One after GoldenEye.
You know, I'm lost at the moment.
Yeah.
No, Tomorrow Never Dies, was it?
Tomorrow Never Dies.
Tomorrow
right.
Never
Okay,
Dies.
that's the one. Yeah, that's my favorite.
By the way, I can be seen in Tomorrow Never Dies. I was a statist there. I was an extra. You can see me there.
Were you? No.
Yes. Yeah. No. Yeah. Really. I'm not joking.
Who cares?
I've gotten paid. I've gotten paid for acting for 2 days there.
And what were you in
Who
it?
cares?
I was one of the villains. So, my opinion, best one and done. In my opinion, Planet Ocean. That is my favorite.
And you know what? If you do see Jonathan in real life, he does look like a villain.
Yeah, I only choose modern references because I'm an elitist. So I would say, and it's going to sound cliche, but the best one and done is the Speedmaster 3861 Sapphire Sandwich. You know, the brand new one. Beautiful bracelet.
I was going to say
classic style.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, I beat you to it.
I know.
That's if you're going to only own one, and I own this one. I don't even own the Speedmaster. But if I could do it over again, the thing is, I have a lot of black dial watches. But for someone who wants a one and done Omega,
321 Moonwatch. So, yeah,
no, not the 321. The 3861.
3.
Why not 3?
Those are too hard to get. Those are too expensive.
I thought 321 was the classic one.
It's the most iconic. It's the most iconic, but the 3861 is the latest. That's the one Tim had.
Right, yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Great watch.
Anybody else want to weigh in on that?
Yeah. Anyone else in the panel want to?
Quick.
I'm a bad one because I'm so unhappy with the Swatch group right now that I could spit at them and I wouldn't care. But there's only two speeds.
Don't let anyone stop you.
Yeah, well, there's two speedies that I would get. If I could get my hands on one at retail, I would take the current Snoopy. Other than that, the Apollo 8.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Sorry, I don't know how long David's been there. David, apologise. How long you been there for?
You and the rest of the watch world.
Yeah.
Only 20 minutes. Only 20 minutes.
Sorry, David.
Other than that,
hey David, good to see you.
Yeah. Other than that, I get the.
Good to see you.
Hey David, what's going on, brother? Where's the
David,
buddies?
man.
Awesome.
But you want me to weigh in on the Timex?
Go for it.
Yes,
Go
please.
for it.
Yes.
Turn David's volume down. His mic down.
Do I have a hot mic?
Hot mic for David.
Yeah, I would. I like the Speedmaster more, but if it's a one and done and that's the only watch that I'm going to have, I have to have the water.
No, he said one and done Omega, not necessarily one and done watch.
Oh, okay. Well, then the 3861. That's easy. Okay.
Unless I'm interpreting your question wrong. So.
Well, yeah.
No, it was Amiga, one and done Amiga. I think it was. That's what he said. Okay. One and done Amiga. Which one would it be?
Because I would want the water resistance. If it was my only watch, I'd have the Seamaster, diver profession. So.
Right. And while you're on, David, what do you think of this
UFO?
The UFO. What do you think of this beach then?
I think it's very creative and
creative. Okay, that's an interesting word to use.
I'm glad that they do things like this, and it's not for me.
Not even a smaller, not even a 41 mil, and not as chunky. So
you can't even. Have you guys ever seen the Planet Ocean that they tried to make into the 38 millimeter? Anyway, so they
call it now.
So they basically did that. They took the deep sea diver watch, 600 meter, and they made it into a ladies version, which is on the 38 millimeter, and it looks ridiculous. You can't take something that chunky and make it smaller, or the face disappears, and it wouldn't work as a smaller watch. So it's kind of a nonsensical question to make it smaller.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
But yeah, I was all excited. I was all excited that they had a 38 millimeter deep, the 600 millimeter. What do they call it? Is it the Planet Ocean?
Yes.
And so I tried it on, and I was like, "This is the silliest looking thing ever."
David, the problem is, and we made that experiment. The problem is that those huge bezels are the reason why then the dials are getting very small on those dive watches with those bezels. For fun, we took a 36 millimeter Oyster Perpetual and put a GMT Master bezel on. And basically, a GMT Master doesn't have a bigger dial than a 36 millimeter Oyster Perpetual.
Paroka says, I disagree. Planet Ocean 38 works perfectly. I think we need to pull up the Planet Ocean 38 millimeter and take a look, because the gauntlet has been thrown.
The only thing I'll ask Swiss is, has he seen one and tried it on in person? Because I loved it when I saw it online.
Nah, he's got it. He's got it. He owns it.
Oh, he does. Okay.
He owns it?
Right.
Okay, can we all see that, guys? That is.
Piroka says it comes with a beautiful pink ribbon.
Well, that looks pretty fucking small on that bloke's hand, unless he's got a massive hand. That does look quite small.
Tiny, very small.
That looks tiny on that bloke's hand.
I've seen it on Piroka, and it looks good on him. It really does.
Okay.
But he's got really small wrists.
Baruka's got very, very small wrists. He admits that. So it would look big on him.
But a very thick something else.
Small wrists. Baruka admits that. So that would look fine on him.
Oh, he says the
people with bigger wrists, it wouldn't.
Tried on. So yeah,
for instance, if you put that on Wizard, it would look fucking shit.
That would be funny, yes.
Yeah, because Wizard's got big, chunky arms.
Yeah, can you do a search for the 38 millimeter chrono version?
That's the one I tried.
Yeah, of course I will. Sorry, yes, of course. Okay.
What if they released a new version of this ultra deep, but at the same time, a few weeks later, Rolex comes out with a deep sea, but with a green dial, which would it completely overshadow?
Not for me.
Will 100% do that. No,
would you prefer a deep sea with a green dial, or a green gradient to black like they do with the blue version?
Rolex could come out with a new pencil set and it would overshadow Omega.
Yeah. Rolex in green will outlast anything. It will just take over.
So Brian, may I ask what your gripe with the Swatch Group is? Do you have a
so would you say is that 38 mil? That looks small to you?
That looks like the one that I tried on, yeah.
Right, okay.
That looks better than a Daytona.
That looks nice. I like that. I like
those
like
pushes
the,
are too big. Those
pushes are
too
nice.
big.
The pushes are groovy with black. I like them.
Yeah, they had it at Bucher in the pre-owned, and I told them to hold it for me. I was on my way in to buy it because I have smaller wrists. I think they're bigger. I think they're bigger than Swiss's, but I went in there and I tried it on. I was like, it's not for me. But I like the way it looks.
Can you make the
do
picture
like
bigger?
it with them pushes.
Can you click on a version of it? This is, I mean, I'm serious. At first glance, it does look aesthetically nicer than a Daytona, in my humble opinion. That means.
Yeah.
That means you guys don't get it.
It must be the helium escape valve.
Oh, gee,
Well,
I don't
see,
want to disagree with you on every single point that you're making tonight. So I'm remaining silent.
It is that helium escape valve when he makes it, really nails it.
The wart.
So let's have a look at any other. No, definitely not. No. Do we agree? No.
No.
Say, does that float your boat?
No, not on this one.
No. I'm going to say no.
I agree with OC on that.
I like Jim said bezels, but because we were talking about this yesterday, but not that one. No.
So that says 37.5. So is it 37.5? Is it 38? Or is that without the crown or whatever? No, is it? What size is it?
I'm pretty sure they always
37.5, and I thought it was 38.
They always round up.
They always round up.
They always round up. Yeah.
I would agree. Yeah.
Fair enough. That's interesting.
Well, Peruka, thank you for letting us into your window into your world.
Yeah, I didn't know he had that.
I couldn't remember he had that. Yeah.
No, Peruka.
I can because I've got. Listen, I pay attention when my friends show me something. I don't just ignore what they show me. But most people just ignore it. So, Peruka, I love you, brother.
So Peruka just mentioned that there is the same movement in this particular Omega chronograph, just like in the AP Royal Oak 38 millimeter chronograph. It's a Frederick Piguet, I think 1150 with a vertical clutch.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Is that true? Wow.
Yeah.
And by the way, Jonathan, shame on you, mate. You're a co-star with the guy, and you don't even remember what he's got. Shame on you, my friend.
I'm digging a hole now, and
so David, I'm not seeing you for a bit, David. You bought anything new since we I've not seen you for a bit. You bought anything?
No, not since the IWC. I'm taking at least a 3-month or 6-month break from buying any watch.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I bought 3 in 2 months, and that's just nonsense. So
that's the green dial IWC, correct?
That is correct. Yep.
Good looking watch.
The pilot chronograph.
Lovely watch.
Okay, super chat. Raise the yard. $5. Will the Rolex Yacht-Master titanium no date ever exist, or was it only a prototype?
That is a very good question, and I would. I will reply with yes, because it was so launched and confirmed by Rolex. There is something behind it. I think it's.
I think we'll see it. I think we'll see it at Watches and Wonders. I think we'll see it there.
Yeah. Was it confirmed with Jonathan?
It was confirmed by Rolex. Yes.
Okay. Well, there you go. Fair enough.
If I do a search for it, will there be pictures of it?
You can go to Jake's
one guy who was testing it, right? But that could have been a one-off.
Yeah, but it was confirmed, and that was the weird thing.
I don't know. What do you mean by it was?
He confirmed it, or Rolex confirmed it.
Well, he confirmed he was wearing it, but that doesn't mean they're going to produce it.
Yeah, but Rolex confirmed the existence of this watch, of this particular watch.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're going to make it.
In production, maybe not. Yeah, I think that's what he's saying.
Right. So yeah, it exists. There's one that exists, but in terms of them actually productionalizing
everything will be unveiled. Soon everything will be unveiled.
If
it does,
this
if it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
If
what we
this-
say right now because it's irrelevant. Just wait and see.
If this famous sailor is wearing this particular watch and is posting some pictures on Instagram or wherever, and Rolex confirms it, there is something behind it.
And in 3 to 5 years, most of us normal people might have a shot at fucking buying it.
Or never.
So what's the deal? So it's a Yacht-Master 42, but instead of, help me out, it's a Yacht-Master 42, but instead of being in precious metal, it's in titanium, and it has an oyster flex bracelet.
Yeah.
No dates as well.
And no date.
No date.
No date.
Okay, this picture here doesn't look like an oyster flex bracelet to me.
Can I tell you something? Do you know how light this thing
you're
would
right. It
be?
doesn't look like
This
it's
would be
not
like
oyster
nothing.
flex.
No, that was a strap.
It's like sail
That's a-
cloth or canvas.
That
Yeah.
was, it's like a canvas strap, like a.
This thing's going to be
cloth.
so light, it's ridiculous. You won't even be able to feel it on your wrist. Seriously.
Except this one here, that's got that's got that.
No, but Tientikas, now we're now you're showing mock-ups, so we should look on the wrist of the on the first picture, on the first picture on the left, and there you can see the actual watch. The other watches are fantasy, so that is.
Oh, okay. So you say this
I love
one
being
here,
in
then?
fantasy. I love
any of those.
This is just crazy.
Right. Okay.
Watch.
So that's
Is
on
that
a.
42? Is it bigger than 42?
It's 42.
Well. Okay.
Right. So that's
the
on
guy
a
looks-
strap,
must have a
isn't it?
small
That's a
wrist.
strap. That's a strap, not like a cloth strap or something, isn't it? Definitely
Yeah.
oyster flex.
It's a strap. Hopefully
Right.
it comes with a
Okay.
strap on as well.
Yeah, we do like strap-ons.
I'm getting all excited thinking about it.
4mm
Okay.
strap on.
Speaking of strap-ons, the Brian May got delayed 2 months.
No way.
Did it?
Yeah, and it's got an extra
Wow.
long strap on it.
Right. So
Really?
those who don't know, this
Wow.
guy's got
That sounds very
about
tempting.
how many original Brian Mays have you got? 3, was it? How many have you got?
No, I've only got 2 now.
You've got 2. 2 now. Have you sold one since?
No, I had 4. I sold 2 so that it would pay for the second one that I'm keeping in perfect condition.
Right, of course. I knew you had a fuckload of them.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So the yacht.
And who is Sir Ben Ainsley?
Obviously, a famous sailor.
Famous sailor. So
Yeah, I've heard the name.
so someone that they locked up in terms of being an endorser or spokesperson or ambassador
maybe the
for this
test
particular
dummy.
collection.
No, I just think he was a really good sailor, and they gave him that through his efforts. I don't think he's the sort of guy that he's not a flexer at all. He's just someone who
Don't talk about famous sports people. You know what happens, man. God, he's
Oh shit! Yeah. No, he's fine. He's yeah. I don't know him.
Right,
Never heard of him.
yeah.
I don't care. I don't care about him.
Okay, yeah. So basically, Jonathan and Mr. GMT last night, Palm talked about Shane Warne.
Shane Warne.
And how he met him, and then the guy died today with a heart attack at 52.
Oh,
Why the fuck did you have to mention his name for?
I don't know. We were talking about Liz Hurley. Basically,
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. Liz
Now the
Hurley,
thing is, you know that he's one of the most famous. He's one of the most famous cricket players.
He is one of my sporting heroes. Forget, Australia. I mean, Aussie, whatever. But the way the guy left that the leg spinner from fucking heaven.
Yes, man. He was like unreal. He was. Look, I'm not a big cricket fan, but everyone knows this guy. This guy's unreal.
Yeah.
Tientikas, can you pull that article up that I posted in the private chat?
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry. I didn't hear you before.
I'm
Sorry.
going to get to my wife because I don't think she knows. But I'll be back.
Because I won't let the OC win, so let me make a point.
No. I know it's a real watch, and the guy said like Rolex gave me this watch to wear for a week or whatever. But I guess I was just questioning.
It's the same one.
Because, but the second part of the question is it only a prototype?
Yeah,
Or,
but he's wearing this particular watch during press conferences. So if it's a prototype and only in this in the secret stage, he wouldn't show off that off.
Jonathan, the article I'm showing is the same one that I pulled up.
Okay.
The one you spotted. It's the same one. Which you can pull up again in a minute, but it's the same article.
And what's with this very unhealthy obsession of proving me wrong, Jonathan?
Not really. No. I'm totally fine.
I will say that if Rolex gave me a prototype watch to wear, I would wear it everywhere all the time. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, but Rolex may tell you don't wear it where you can be
seen and photographed.
Be seen.
Hang on, they've probably done it purposely, like Tudor gave Beckham, the FXD. What the fuck's Beckham got to do with anything to do with water?
Well, he's a Tudor spokesperson for Tudor.
Yeah, but
he's ambassador.
Yeah, I know he is, but it's just
that doesn't wear Tudor outdoors on private stuff.
He wore the chrono to Wimbledon once. He wore the reverse panda to Wimbledon once, and the rest are all Rolex and.
Ainsley is a sailor. Ainsley's sailor should have given one of this. Great. Beckham's an overpaid fucking footballer, and they give him an FXD like a diving.
So Tickers, scroll a little bit down, and you can see him basically with a microphone in his hand on a press conference, and that tells me that it's not only a Seiko prototype; that this is a little bit more.
Not Rich Watchman. He died in Thailand, Shane Warne.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we don't know what he was actually up to, but
no, he gets up to a lot of
respect to that. Yeah, I mean, legend. The guy was with Liz Hurley. The guy was an absolute legend, man. The guy was just.
Yeah, he was.
He lived his life. That's a man who lived the life, and it made me upset. Though he was a proper hero of mine.
Of course, he would. That's understandable, my man.
Hold on. They're all. It's obviously these are all press photographs, isn't it, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Think about it. He's got it on his fucking right hand there. He's got it on his right hand there. Oh, look, he's got it on his left hand.
Yeah, but when has Rolex pursued this particular style of publicity where they would show the watch before it's even introduced or launched or with pricing and availability? It's very uncharacteristic of them to do that.
Are they giving a price of this? No.
There's no price.
You never know. Maybe they change things up.
Would you be tempted, any of you guys? Do you like it?
I would. You know what? I like it. I like it because of the fact is how light it would be. It would be so light. It would be beautiful to wear.
Big.
I reckon it would be
titanium, guys. Yeah, love it. Great titanium, man. Yes,
it's also hilarious about racing R's question. Is there only like 5% of the population who even know how to spell yacht? Yacht is an extremely difficult word to spell unless you own a yacht.
I can't spell at all. I can't spell at all, so it doesn't matter.
It's almost like when you start to type it, you realize I have no idea how this is spelled. And I mean, he typed in the Yacht-Master. Maybe the Yacht-Master titanium is something that's coming out, but.
Come on, give him a break, see, man.
I know it's hard.
Maybe he's onto something that is an entire new line. Maybe.
Yes, the Yacht-Master.
Guys, I'm gonna wrap this baby up. Thank you, everybody, for joining.
GMT would like the new Snatch-Master in titanium.
Yes, the Snatch-Master would be perfect.
The Sex-Meister. Look at that.
Thank you, Cherish Time Watches. Thank you, MC. Mr. GMT, you sexy bastard. Thank you.
No worries, man. Anytime to support you.
Thank you for joining us. Brian. Brian, thank you very much, sir. JHQ,
love that mug, by the way.
For your appearance. And David, thank you as well. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that.
Thank you to everyone who super chatted, and everyone who upvoted, and everyone who joined today.
Yeah,
and
Tim did say that tonight he's going to be doing a late. Tim did say to me a few days ago when I was agreed to do this that he was going to do a late show. So anyone who wants to see Timmy, you can catch him on his late show tonight. His usual time.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
So thank you, everybody. There won't be any music. We can all go. The
tea room tomorrow. The tea room tomorrow.
And back to tea and tickets tomorrow. That way.
Yes, please join. Please join me at the tea room. 9:00 GMT. For another hour of complete bollocks. No, thank you. No, thank you very much. See you all tomorrow.
Which is an hour earlier Eastern Standard Time. So
yes, that's right. So an hour earlier than Tim's normal time. That is it. Yeah. Thank you, guys.
All right,
see you later. Bye.
Cheerio.